maker, Barth Kimball. Tonight, Barth's guest will be Virgil Sims, who is now running entirely on batteries. Dr. Emmanuel Kaczynski with some good news for homosexuals. And Happy Kine and the Mirth Makers. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. And now here's your host and mine, Mr. Barth Kimball.
Thanks very much. Whoa! Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome again to FT. I'm BG. That's Fernwood Tonight and Barth Kimball. The FT would be Fernwood Tonight, the BG Barth. You know, I usually spend the first couple of minutes out here on the show with you just like this, kind of one-on-one, just sharing me with you. Unfortunately, we have a very full show tonight, so there's not really time to get into a whole rap, as the kids and the hip ministers say, which is kind of a shame, because I was hoping to get into some fascinating stuff here tonight. The slides of my last trip to Vegas just came back. I had one shot that was really quite nice. It was a picture of me discussing the nature of comedy today with Leonard Barr and Pat Henry, and I was right in the foreground. It was great. Also had some really startling insights about the meaning of life in the nuclear age I wanted to talk to him about, but I guess there's no chance. Maybe we'll get that week or two from now, I guess, when things are a little bit slower.
Vegas is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. This is Jerry Hubbard, isn't it?
They know that.
Vegas is more than exciting.
I need no introduction, although you need my introduction.
Isn't that
Get
funny?
the connection? Sis, did you catch Frank Sinatra Jr.'s act while you were there?
No, I didn't, but
I tell you, he has a version of My Way that he sounds just like his father. It's amazing.
It's great.
He uses the same arrangements and everything. You close your eyes, you think it's his old man
Yeah,
singing.
he uses Nelson Riddle Jr. The thing about him, though, is he does not want to really be identified with his father that closely.
I don't know, but I understand he just hates that identification. That's why he calls himself Frank Sinatra Jr. to eliminate any connection there.
Exactly right.
It's true. I mean, imagine his manager wants him to bill himself as Frank Sinatra, and he says, no, that wouldn't be fair to the people who come. Just my luck. I went there one time, and I thought I was in luck. I went to the lounge, and I caught Sammy Davis, and happened to be Sammy Davis Sr.
Senior.
Just my luck.
Junior can take over.
Yeah.
That's what Frank's hoping for.
Yeah.
Junior, Frank Jr.
Sure, why not?
You were saying one day what?
Did I say one day? I think I was telling about the day I went to Vegas there.
Oh, maybe
one day in Vegas I was there, and just my luck, I didn't know who to see, and I ended up seeing Sammy Davis Sr.
That's just like the story you just told, Jeff.
It was a story I just told. Because I ended up saying, meaning say I have one day, and you said one day what happened.
Maybe it was because I was thinking it seemed like you'd been talking for one day.
Oh, maybe. Well, let's hope for daylight savings time soon and cut it an hour short.
Yeah, maybe move to Alaska, Jerry. You could talk all you wanted. For 6 months at a time. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes,
Sore throat and cold weather. We have a special treat for you tonight. Virgil Sims is here from our own fabulous Fernwood.
Is this his car? Is this his car?
He's he's great. He parked it right here. I'm going to find out why. Virgil's here from the Blue Ace Filling Station. Not that that's really so special, but as Jerry pointed out here, we have something kind of special for you. Please welcome Mr. Virgil Sims. Very good. Virgil, why don't you tell us what we got here, huh?
Well, Barth, I've been just as concerned as the next fella about this energy crisis, and I believe clean air is everybody's business.
Absolutely.
And I've been working on developing me a low-cost, high-efficiency battery-powered car.
Battery-powered?
Yeah. Wow. And there it is. I finally finished it, and I copyrighted this sucker.
Okay.
And besides catting me around town real good, this little baby might make me quite a few big bucks.
Well, that's great. Jerry, no, and don't touch anything. Jerry, move, Jerry! Jerry, out of the car. Well, it's patented, Jerry. And you don't have a license, you know it. He loves to ride in the car, though. You should see him. You have to roll the window down like with the dogs. And... He's crazy about it.
Just stick your head right up through there.
Yeah, you can save yourself a lot of trouble. Why don't you stick it up there and I'll try to roll it shut, Jerry. Going to a low bridge? Yeah, looks like a police car there with hair on it. Virgil, how fast will this, you call it a sucker? Is that the name of it, the sucker? Is
Yeah.
Okay, how fast will the sucker go?
It'll do about 50 miles an hour downhill in a good tailwind. And it runs so quiet and smooth that I swear, when that engine's running, you can hear a fat woman sweat.
Whoa! What are those words?
Let me show you.
Why don't you start her up here? Can you crank it up for us? This should be something. Battery operated. Might need gas. Just try it again. Maybe Virgil. Earth calling Virgil. Maybe one of your batteries is dead. You want to try that?
That could very well be, Bart.
Because if you're just working out the
When
bugs.
that happens, all you have to do is just get out here and find that dead battery
Okay.
and replace it and back on the road again.
All right, batteries under the hood. Let's take a look.
I got a spare with me. Why don't I try it and you get in there and try cranking?
Virgil, let's see if we can't find one of those dead batteries. I'll give her a crank up here. Say when.
Okay, give her a try.
Nothing. Try another battery. Might be another one.
All right, try that.
How many batteries you got in there?
About 4,000.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Jerry!
5, 6, 7.
Virgil, I hate to stand in the way of progress here, and since you're not going to be moving on, I think we ought to, okay? So we'll come right back after this commercial message. Don't go away. Thank you, Happy. As you can see, Virgil's still having a little trouble finding which battery it is. Jerry, what are you doing?
Well, I had a friend once who had a foreign car, and he used to carry around a motor in the trunk. Well, someone just put a tire in there. It's no good.
Jerry, come over here and sit down. You ever going to try to get your license?
If I can get someone to drive me down to the driver's license place.
You kind of afraid of driving?
Well, last time I went down, and I went right through the front window there, and
Without
bad start.
With an appointment?
No, that was even worse. I was late.
Well, fortunately, we have guests. My next guest is from Southern Ohio University. His specialty is anthropology. He was here before. You remember?
Oh, yes.
Yep. He's one of our nation's champions of equal rights, and no one likes a champion as much as we do. He was runner-up one year, and now he's one of the champions. Please welcome Dr. Emmanuel Kaczynski. Been 4 visits, 1 suit. That's great. Doctor, such is the professor's lot in life, I guess.
Well,
Doctor, I understand you...
I don't have tenure yet, you see. That's what it
Okay.
is.
How many years you been there?
Oh,
9 years?
no.
Just kidding you. I figured you'd probably read a book and you'd like that kind of humor.
There were a lot of calls about his last appearance on the show, weren't there?
Or just about his appearance on the show is what it was.
You guys are great kidders.
Yeah, we love to do it. But let's get serious for a second and talk about this equal rights. I understand you're trying to even up the score a bit by coming to the defense of yet another of our troubled minority groups.
Yes, that's the truth, Barth. I've been studying the problems of the gay community, and they have suffered enough stereotype discrimination through the ages, and it's time that members of the so-called straight population came to their aid.
I agree. Do you have any answers to this problem of discrimination?
Well, I believe we do, Barth. You see, historically speaking, gays have been hiding, you see. They've never had the opportunity to come out in the open and develop their own culture, their own customs, without fear of harassment.
Right.
That's true. I believe the gays should have some place to go besides some street corner or some gay bar. They should have a place to call home and not just closet.
Yeah.
I firmly believe the gays should have a place to go, and I say here, here.
Absolutely.
Not here, here. What I mean is here is someplace.
Or an expression.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right, Jerry.
Yes?
Yes, we believe that homosexuals should be given complete freedom to do as they please, to write their own laws, make their own rules, and to do this, they should have their own country, like Israel.
I'm not sure Israel would want those people over there. They have enough problems with their own minorities. Did you know there's thousands of Jews living over there right now? I don't think they would welcome a wholesale immigration. Get it, wholesale?
Well,
their own.
I mean, we should create a country for them. The Jewish people wandered around for years living in other people's countries until we gave them Israel. The gays have been cruising around for years, and they might cut it out if they were given a homeland of their own, you know?
That's good thinking. And I think a rather novel approach. Doctor, where would this country, or as you put it, homeland be?
Preferably on another continent. Maybe somebody in Africa could block off a part of their desert region. I know it's not much, but that's what you get when a country is just starting out. Sure. I mean, what do they expect? The Wahoo?
They could go and start, have a lot of fun just decorating a place from scratch just the way they want it to look. Those people can do wonders with just a bare wall and a little bit of fabric.
That's absolutely true. You just load all the gays into one big desert and put a huge fence around it, that kind of thing.
A fence around it and a lid over the top so they don't float out.
You know, a good place for a new country might be South America. God knows the old countries down there aren't doing too well. But they feel right at home down there because they could drink daiquiris and dance the cha-cha-cha and tie their shirts in those little knots above their belly button there. Yeah. Oh, could they do a lot of time on a line like that? That is the home of the gay caballeros already.
Would they have all the things that other countries have, like a government, a military,
yes,
banking? And...
Sure. The gays are already becoming aggressive in their own defense. They're training divisions of gay commandos who are ready to fight. These people may be a little light in the loafers, but they're strong. You know, they're called the Rough Trade Brigade. And Anita Bryant better zip up her lip, or these commandos will squeeze her oranges once and for all.
If I'm not mistaken, I think New York already has a system in operation along these lines. I do know there is a section of the city called Queens.
Those are the very references the gays are fighting against. They have heard too much of the crude nicknames like Queen and Fairy.
Mm-hmm. And Fag and Homo.
Also Nellies, Minties, Swisheroonies, Sissy Mary Lalas, and sometimes, hey, weirdo, you in the dress.
But I think it's... It is wonderful to know that there would be one place for all these oppressed gays where they could go and be welcomed with, with open arms.
I guess you have to say, yeah.
Of course, we wouldn't want them all to go at once. We need a few of them to stay behind and decorate our homes and do our hair.
Yeah.
Good point. Lord knows once they get there, they're not going to multiply, are they?
You know, Doctor, I can't help but think what you're saying about this Gestapo, this kind of, this Rough Trade Brigade and Anita Bryant, that's amazing. She's liable very quickly to find out if she doesn't shut up that a day without sunshine could easily be death. Well, Dr. Kaczynski, I think that the gay people would probably very much welcome the idea of moving to another country as long as the people like you stay in this one. We'll be right back after these words. Don't go away, please. Talking about some finer points here. Virgil Sims is still looking, if you believe it, for the battery that's gone bad on his patented battery-powered car. So far, he has nothing to worry about really with the people stealing it, that's for sure. Do you, Virgil? But just so that he doesn't blow it completely tonight, I think we ought to let him come over here and let him sing a song. How would that be? That be okay? is something he dabbles with down at the Blue Ace filling station. When the prices go up, he has to figure out something to do with his time. So, things get a little bit slow down there. And what do you want to do? You want to do a song?
Yeah, let's do
Let's get
Redneck
Happy.
Heaven.
Redneck Heaven? Oh, that's one of your own. That's great. Happy, you want to kick that off for us?
Redneck Heaven is you in my back seat with my RC, my CB, and moon pie. I don't smoke no dope, I prefer RC to Coke, like my whiskey and my dog and my mom. I got a paradise hanging from a mirror in my Ford STP, stickers stuck everywhere. I use real cream on my hair, I slick it down, keep it there, roll my lucky stripes up in my sleeve. I like biscuits with my gravy, I like Wanda's hair, waving knee-high sodas, true confessions and beer. I don't smoke no dope, I prefer RC Coke, like my whiskey and my dog and my mom. I got a paradise hanging from a mirror in my Ford STP, stickers stuck everywhere. I like hitters on my Chevy, like my neck and pot, heavy under the bridge, that old 6-4. You can pinball at the truck stop, winding down and shifting gear. Redneck Heaven to me is right here. I don't smoke no dope, I prefer RC Coke, like my whiskey and my dog and my mom. I got a paradise hanging from a mirror in my STP, stickers stuck everywhere.
Virgil Sands! Virgil Sands, come on.
Sands will give you a bullet for that one.
Yeah. It's a great song, Bert.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, a star is born, huh? They say the talent is where you find it, and I think probably the phones are going to light up now with people wondering where we found this. Where the hell did you find him? I can hear it now.
Just opposite of his car. Once he gets started, you can't stop him.
Yes, I know. That's great. Once
You know the AC-doocy polka?
Never heard of that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, now that you saw it and what's done is done, I think it's time to recover a little bit by bringing over a man who is to the clarinet really what Virgil here is to the human voice. Can we bring over Mr. Happy Kine, our band leader?
Oh, it feels good to sit down, I'll tell you
I'll
that.
bet you.
Yeah. Stand all the time over there. You know?
That's true. Well, we stand all weekend of what you're doing over there, too. Just giving you a half age.
Yeah.
We're friends. What do you think? What do you think of that music, huh?
This kind of music, I love that music. It's got such a good beat, I can't find it, but it's there. It really is good, and I love that thing. Would you teach that to me?
Yeah, it's simple. It's ham bone it.
You have to be careful. You could get cancer from that.
Great. Here we have Happy Kine, who is a master of the music in the past, and Virgil here, who seems to be a master of the future music. Too bad there's nobody here who can master the music of the present. People want to hear now.
Don't touch the guitar, Jerry.
Those are real.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I'll tell you this. I wish you wouldn't knock the pass, because I lived there a lot lately.
I know you had kind of a special number worked out for us tonight, didn't you?
No, the usual.
Okay, in that case, why don't we go back to Virgil's number, because that was special. Want to do some more of that? How about it? Want to hear him again?
Got a pair
got a special treat tonight. Virgil's up here. We're wondering where you got all that talent. All of a sudden, your grandfather, Harry, shows up here, and this 91 years old. We call him Mr. Music here in town. I'd like to quickly thank all my guests tonight and then get right to some real music here. Harry, what are you going to play for us? The Swanee River?
Oh, I don't know. I get started from one to another. It's a regular medley from one to another.
Okay, well, why don't we start out with Swanee River, and we'll all start clapping our hands and go to it.
All right.
All right, with the Mirth Makers. And good night, everybody. Go ahead.
All Also appearing on tonight's show were Jim Varney as Virgil Sims, Zale Kessler as Dr. Emmanuel Kaczynski, and Harry Music as Grandpa Sims.